In today's video, I'm making par-baked pizza crust on the QubeStove wood-fired pizza oven. Hey, this is Ricer from Dead Broke Barbecue, Wisconsin, and welcome back to the channel. But if you're new here, we try to help you enhance and amplify your backyard barbecue fun, so now's the time to subscribe to the channel. And I love making par-baked pizza crust because when you're in need and you don't have any dough balls, you can go in the freezer or even the fridge and grab yourself some crust and make yourself a pizza. Now there's two ways that I make par-baked pizza crust. One way is I just take a dough ball and roll it out flat and put it in the oven. The second way is I go ahead and do what they call docking, and that's just basically you're gonna perforate that pizza so you don't get any bubbling going on. So grab your rolling pin and your docker, Josh. We're gonna amplify some backyard barbecue fun. So today I'm going to be doing some par-baked crust in the QubeStove. You know, it never fails that every single time you want to have a fresh homemade pizza, you don't have any dough balls ready. With having some par-baked crust in the freezer or in the refrigerator, you know for a fact that you're going to be able to have a pizza whenever you want it. Now, I got this idea from my good friend Jim that wrote the How to Make the Greatest Pizza on Earth. Now, it's an awesome book and it gives you a wide variety of ideas how you can make your own homemade pizza, and you might even agree that it's the greatest pizza on earth. And the QubeStove is a great outdoor pellet wood-fired pizza oven, and it's pretty simplistic to run. Now, the first step to making a par-baked crust, I just go ahead and roll out some dough balls. Now, I already have the QubeStove running, but if you're looking for a video that shows you how to get it started, check the link above. It'll head you over to the assembly and my first fire video on the QubeStove. Now, I'm gonna leave my lid off when I do this par-bake. Just go in and slide this off, and then we're just gonna start turning it. All right, so she's bubbled up good. Let's go ahead. You have to help her out, get it out. We'll go ahead and put it on a pizza circle, and then we're gonna put the other one on top. We just wanna push out that air a little bit. Get her tight like this. That shouldn't be too bad. Now we got our par-baked crust. Now to pull that out, I used the wrong peel. I used my wood one instead of my metal one. We'll put our lid on and let it warm back up. So there's two ways to do a par-bake. You can do it just like I did, and you can also use a method that they call docking. That's when you perforate it to prevent the dough from bubbling when you put it in the oven. Now, in this time, I'm gonna do a little bit different also. I'm gonna take this off, get it on the stone, and we're gonna put the lid back on, and I'm gonna start rotating it for about a minute. So take off your cover, and this time I remembered to use my metal peel, and when you get it out, it's gonna look like this. Now you can see that it's pretty flexible, but it's still stiff. You can go ahead and let it cool down and put it back in the fridge, or just put a bunch in the freezer. That's what we do. You can take it straight out of the freezer and just go ahead and get your QubeStove running. Then you can go ahead and crank out a ton of pizzas and not have to sit and push out dough the whole time. Now there's two ways to look at it. If I'm gonna have a party and have a bunch of people over, I want them to be able to mess with their own dough balls and make their own pizza. But after basketball practice, if the kids are whining that they're hungry, in 10 minutes, I can have the QubeStove set up and we're cooking pizza. Now, I had these in the refrigerator and we made these a couple nights ago, but I did them in the oven. And this is for when if you need to have an emergency pizza. Now that I see that the QubeStove can do it too, I might start making my par-baked crust right in here all the time. Why not? This way you can have that emergency pizza. If you didn't plan ahead and everybody wants pizza, you know in the freezer, you got some par-baked crust. All right, so I have just a little bit of sauce that I made up from Jim's recipe that's also in the book. And we're just gonna go ahead and start spinning this sauce out. And we like to get the sauce out to the edges as much as possible around this place. Now that we got our sauce on, let's just go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of cheese on it. Now I don't go crazy, even if I'm from Wisconsin, with a ton of cheese on the pizza, but we like a little bit of odd, obviously. All right, and we're gonna make this one a sausage, so we're just gonna take some little chunks. And I always try to keep them flat. That way I know that this little outdoor burner is gonna be able to cook in. And this recipe you can find in Jim's book also. All right, well there we go. And now we're just gonna wanna flatten them out just a little bit, get them pushed out. Because again, if they're too big and bulky, they're not gonna cook all the way through. Especially like that one right there. All right, let's go ahead and get this par-baked crust pizza in the QubeStove. Take off the lid, and we're just gonna set her in, just like that. Close up the lid, and we're gonna start just turning the wheel. Just start rotating it, and I'm just turning it slowly, just giving a little bit of a rotation. I'm getting low on pellets too in the back, but you can see we got a decent rolling flame in there. I don't know if this is gonna come out on film through that glass, but I'm just starting to look for the cheese to start to bubble. Okay, and you can see we're starting to get some good color on that. Our cheese is starting to bubble. We're almost ready to pull this one off. I think we're gonna call her pretty good. Just let this back corner cook a little bit more, and we're gonna get it out. Yeah, right about there. All right, so here's our par-baked crust sausage pizza. Put our lid back on, and we're gonna get our pizza off, and let's cut her up, all right? We'll just start cutting across it. And we got some crunch on there, that's good. All right, so this piece of pizza looks really good. Now the bottom crust, it's not too bad, but I actually could have went ahead and let that QubeStove warm up that stone just a little bit more before I put this pizza in. But you can see it's not too bad. We got a little bit of cheetah print. So let's take a bite. Very good. The sausage is cooked all the way through. Now this is a great way to make a bunch of pizzas in a hurry. Just go ahead and par-bake some crust and finish them off in the QubeStove. Or you can go ahead and do your par-baked crust right in the oven. But if you want to be able to do it on the QubeStove, it can be done. Just make sure that you're letting that stone heat up a little bit more. Now, like you, I'm new to the QubeStove also. And I'm pretty new to making homemade pizza myself. I ain't Italian, I'm Norwegian. We make lutefisk. But if I can start making pizza like this all the time, people are gonna think my name is Luigi. So today, the QubeStove did great. It did what I wanted it to do. But to achieve that greatest pizza on earth, I got some more practice ahead of me. The ones with the char on the crust, they're mine. Kids don't get them. Hey boys, go grab another bag of pellets. We got more par-baked crust to make, and I'm hungry for some pizza. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and become a subscriber. Turn on that notification bell because you don't want to miss my next video. But I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video. It's really good. I'm surprised that this thing can run this long though. It's still very crunchy. Just gotta work at it a little bit better. I'm getting there. There's nothing better than making your own homemade sausage. Ooh, this one's got 2 pieces of sausage. You in the next video. God, how am I gonna do that? If